Hello guys and gals, and welcome to the last episode of Complete Sets. We've gone over every set in the game with the exception of this one, and I guess I saved the best for last because we are going to be looking at one of the only sets in the game that changes your character into something other than your character. So as you can see, I look like a ghoul, very ghouly. And if you take off one piece, you notice I change back into my original human form, my necromancer form. But no, I want to be a ghouly ghoul, a ghouly ghoul. And let's go over what this actually makes your character do. So not only do you become a ghoul, like the ghouls in the, the various places in the game, like, in Act 1 in the catacombs and so forth. You also gain the ability of the ghoul. So you get the ability to cast Fireball, you get the ability to cast Firewall, and you also get the ability to cast Meteor. Now your casting speed is pretty slow, because obviously you're a ghoul, not a human anymore. But, it is very high level. You get level 13 Firewall with 998 to 1,032 fire damage. So nothing to shake a stick at there. You also get Meteor, which is at level 10, 459 to 514 damage. And of course it also comes with the average fire damage over each, smash. You get the smashing, and then you get the fire damage on top of that. So very interesting. And then you also get a Fireball, a level 18 Fireball with 246 to 282 damage. So very interesting. You can run around as a ghoul, and you can cosplay, so to speak, as a necromancer and be like, "Ah, yes, I shall suck your blood." And then you can go around beating people with your staff too. I think that's kind of funny. Let's find somebody to whack. Come here, sir. He does a little attack animation. It's kind of cool there. And as you can see, you're also getting lifesteal, because, ghouls do in fact steal life. So they added 20% lifesteal into this set to really kind of top off the whole, the ghoul is stealing life from people sort of thing. It's very cool. And kind of float around too. You don't really walk, you float. Aside from the fact that you turn into a ghoul, the set is actually very attractive too. When you take off one piece of the set and take a look at your character actually looks pretty sweet. So I mean, even before you complete the set, you're going to have a very awesome looking necromancer, one that's really going to kind of call out to the other players and go, "Ooh, look at him." Now, interesting story. I found every single piece of this set back in the day when I was 15 years old, and I could not find the last piece. And my brother actually went on eBay and he bought me the last piece. I think it was for like $1, and I was able to finally turn into a ghoul, and I was so excited about that. So let's start to dive into the set, and we're going to start with Trang Oul's Guise Bone Visage. Trang Oul's Guise is 257 defense with a strength requirement of 106, a level requirement of 65, 25% faster hit recovery, 100 defense, replenish life 5, 150 to mana, attacker takes damage of 20, and of course you can throw a socket in there, which is very nice. This particular piece doesn't have any set bonuses, so no green bonuses there. The only thing that varies on this, by the way, is the defense, and it's very little. Next on the list is Trang Oul's Scales, and then of course that is the Chaos Armor. A defense of 857 with +2 to summoning skills, very nice there. 40% faster run walk, so you don't have to worry about getting run walk on your boots. Or you can get run walk on your boots too and run even faster. 150% enhanced defense, 100 defense versus missile. Poison resist 40%, requirements at -40. So they make it very easy for your necromancer to use that. It's only level 49, so not bad. It gets 2 bonuses here. One is for 3 pieces, you get a 50% lightning resist, and then for the complete set, you get damage reduced by 25%, which is very, very beautiful. Damage reduced by is physical damage, and it basically stacks up to 50%, so you're already halfway there to cap, which is beautiful. And there's no variation on this piece at all. except for the base defense, which doesn't really matter that much. Next on the list is Trang Oul's Wing, which is the Cantor Trophy. The Cantor Trophy has a defense of 189 and a chance to block of 60%, with +2 to poison and bone skills, 30% increased chance of blocking, 125 defense, 25 to strength, 15 to dexterity, 45% fire resist, 40% poison resist, and of course you can throw a socket in there. And for 3 items, you will get negative 25% to enemy poison resistance. And for 4 items, you will get Replenish Life 15. So the negative 25% poison resist there is actually very good if you're going to be a poison and bone necromancer. Or rather, a poison necromancer. And then next on the list, we have the Trang Oul's Claws, which have +2 to curses, 20% faster cast rate, 25% poison skill damage. So we've got negative 25% to their resistances, and then we've got +25% to their damage taken from poison. So very nice. 30 to defense, and a cold resist 30% with no green bonuses. As far as variation is concerned, that one has none except for the base defense. Next on the list is Trang Oul's Girth. Trang Oul's Girth is 166 defense, 100 defense, 66 to life, replenish life +5, 50 to mana, 30 to maximum stamina, cannot be frozen, which is always nice to have on equipment, requirements negative 40%, and of course for 3 items you get cold resist 40%. So far we're looking at some pretty nice bonuses here. We've got +2 to summoning, +2 to curses, +2 to poison and bone. So we're looking at +2 to all necromancer skills just for wearing 3 pieces of this set. So not bad. And then for the full bonus, we're getting +3 to necromancer skills again. So that's another +3. We're talking about 6. And then we get 20% lifesteal. Of course, that's to fill in the whole vibe of being a ghoul, which makes sense. +3 to fire mastery, +10 to meteor, +13 to firewall, +18 to fireball, +200 defense, +100 to mana, regenerate mana, 60%, all resistances +50. So a very interesting set there. So if we take a look at our character panel, we have 75 to all resistances here. So let's take off a piece that doesn't give resistances. We have the helmet does not give resist. Okay, so we're looking at 75 poison, 50 lightning, 70 cold, and 45 fire. So with the +50 to all resistances that we're getting from the full set, we're looking at 95 fire. We're well over on the cold. 100 lightning, and poison is extremely far over because we're already 75. I'm not sure exactly the number of poison, to be honest. We got 40 on the armor. We get none from the belt. We get 40 on the weapon. Okay, so we're at 80%. That makes sense. And 80 plus 50, so we're looking at 80, 90, 100. So 130% poison. It's pretty good. Of course, you still have boots, 2 ring slots, and an amulet, as well as your wand slot to work out your other resistances, skills, and damage, and so forth. But you know, since necromancers can pretty much just walk around naked at being a summoned necromancer, this set it makes a lot of sense, because you know, even if you you say, oh, I can be naked, you know, having Trang Ouls on is definitely going to make everything easier with +6 to all skills. You know, it's good resistances. You know, you got poison damage reduction for you know, their resistances. You got bonus to your poison damage from the claws. You know, you've got faster hit recovery, better blocking on your shield. All in all, on a necromancer, this set is actually quite beautiful. And I always loved walking around as a necromancer and just shooting out some fireballs and some meteors and stuff. I always thought that was funny. The casting could be faster, but I think it's funny. And you even got firewall too. Oh no, mana. I casted a lot of fireballs and firewalls there. That was actually quite a decent amount. And, let's look at this set individually. So we have the body piece is level 49, so fairly easy to use on a low-level Necromancer. The gloves are level 45, so you could throw on those for your +2 to curses. Not bad. You also have the belt is level 62, so that's a little bit more difficult, but it does have cannot be frozen on it, which is nice. Level 54 for your poison and bone, and even if you weren't going to use this whole set, you got poison and bone skills here, and if you can manage to throw in, what is it, 3 pieces. So if you can put on 3 pieces, you're going to get that negative 25% to enemy poison resistance, which is very beautiful. So, you would probably want to use Trang Oul's Claws and Trang Oul's Wing if you were a Poison Necromancer, like no matter what. Because that's going to give you a pretty huge bonus to your poison damage. And then you could stack that with whatever other piece. I mean, I would probably go with Trang Oul's Girth because it gives you that, cannot be frozen, and it gives you the regenerate mana as well as the cold resistance. But, you could go with the armor if you wanted to do some summoning, or you could go with the helmet. It's really up to you. But that poison resistance is just very nice. Negative 25% to enemy poison resist, and then the plus 25% to poison skill damage. So, if you were a poison necro and you were using poison nova, poison explosion, and poison dagger, you could definitely make for some very interesting effects there. And of course, because it doesn't have a wand in the set, you can throw in a really nice dagger like the unique Syndiquas, which has the plus to poison dagger and plus to poison explosion and so forth and so on there. That would definitely work out very well for a poison dagger necro. And, having bonuses to your curses and your summons is definitely not a bad thing, because even as a poison necro, you're probably going to still build a little bit into maybe a golem, grab a couple summons just to be cannon fodder, so that as you're walking around, they're not completely targeting you, that sort of thing. The 20% lifesteal would definitely come in handy if you were going to go around stabbing things with your dagger, so that's also very nice. And then, the regenerate mana on here is really for, I guess, probably because of the fact that you have all these spells that you can spam, so that's also nice to have. And then you're still open. You can have an amulet, 2 rings, boots, and a weapon. So you could throw in a wand here. You could throw in a dagger if you're poison necro. You could throw in whatever you need in these slots and fill in the difference. It's definitely one of the most interesting sets in the game because it not only gives you some very nice bonuses for your necromancer, but also turns you into a vampire, a ghoul, as it were, and gives you ghoul abilities. You even have glowing red eyes here, and you float around everywhere, which is just really cool. Love it. And as you can see there, every now and then there's this little fire effect which comes up from underneath of your ghoul as well. You even make the ghoul noises as you attack, which is pretty funny. It'd be fun to go into some low-level games with this equipment before, in Diablo II Resurrected, before everybody knows what's going on, and just run around as a ghoul, just like casting fireballs and stuff, and really kind of confuse everybody. I think it'd be kind of funny. Well, anyway, as always, if you're interested in finding this set, I do have a link down in the description. And take a look down there because I go over everything from Q level to A level to treasure class, so forth and so on. I tell you, where you can find these items, where you won't find them, why you won't find them, etc. And go over the best places to farm. So if you're interested in any of that, take a look down there. And as always, thank you for watching, and keep watching.
He's a little birdie. He's a little birdie, aren't you? That's a cute little birdie.